Okay, after finishing the night armatures, I decided that I'm going to work on a much larger multi-stage project. This one actually owes its inspiration to the gentleman over at Interstellar Modeler, who did a build with some of the same components I'm going to be using. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to the Battlestar Solaria and build a 1/72nd scale Hangar Diorama, basically set in the RP from where in the RP they had made contact with forces from my version of that Earth, this being the Terran Confederacy. So featured in the repair bay will be a 1/72nd scale Terran Confederacy CF-37a Starstreak, which was 3D printed off a design I designed, 20-30 years ago in 3D Studio Max. Of course, I have its pilot here, as well as markings for when I do get her painted up. In addition to the CF-37 will be a Mk3 Viper from Blood and Chrome, also from Cozmic Models, only it will be using some Solaria themed markings that I designed up using the decal sheet from that kit. We'll also feature a Mk2 Viper belonging to the commander of the Solaria, as well as my two main pilots from that RP, Roguewing and Shadowhawk, in their Mk7 Vipers. I have printed up custom decals for all of the Vipers. I also have in this box some of the hangar bay accessories that Cozmic Models has available, as well as their crew figure set, which will give me some of the group from the Solaria, as well as some maintenance crew figures to have on board. All in all, I fully expect this build to take quite some time. I'll be doing it in segments. I'll probably build the Vipers and finish up the work on the Starstreak, and then with those done, I'll turn my attention to the hangar bay itself. I do have lights in the box, again inspired from the Interstellar Modeler build, and the fact that when Cozmic Models designed this model, they designed it with lighting it in mind. So we'll see how this thing progresses. Alright, here we are in the paint booth with what can be an oddly satisfying moment. After all, this is something that doesn't exist in kit form anywhere. I have the Starstreak for the Solaria Diorama, now in flat black from AK Interactive. Really nice seeing something you created truly come to life. Okay, with the coat of black dry, we now have the CF-37a Starstreak in a coat of Citadel Gray Sear, which will provide the base color for the plane. After this has a chance to dry, it'll be time to start detail paint. Alright, main detail painting is done on the Starstreak. Got our engines lit. The landing gear struts, as well as the guns and missile tubes, have been picked out in Vallejo gunmetal. Cockpit has been picked out and detailed. Canopy was tinted in blue, and then the frames hand painted. I could have done a better job, but that's all right. I blame my fidgety hands. Whole thing is currently sitting with a gloss coat, waiting for decals. Okay, we've reached the end of the first stage of the Solaria Hangar Diorama build, i.e. the completion of the special guest CF-37a Starstreak from the Terran Confederacy. Base coat is Gray Sear from Games Workshop. Metallics were done in Vallejo gunmetal. The canopy was actually a resin, or was actually made from clear resin, poured into a mold I made of the solid canopy that came from the 3D printer, a 3D print, and was tinted with a mix of transparent black from Vallejo, or from Citadel, and one of Army Painter's speed paints, mixed about 50-50 with speed paint medium to make it so you can still see through the canopy. Decals were custom made. You know, kind of hard to get stock decals for a plane that doesn't exist. This one is marked as Valkyrie 3 from the 107th Squadron. Call sign Rogue Wing. Can just make out the cockpit under the canopy there. I've glued it open so that you know, in the hangar it's going to be open. All in all, as I've said before, it's kind of fulfilling to see something in physical form that you made yourself. It's one thing I truly like about today's world of available 3D printing. Now, before I continue to ramble here, I will put some stills at the end of this. Thank you for watching, and ask you to stay tuned for the next segments.